I think so now we don't have any questions from previous session. So in previous sessions, we covered some of these commands: git add, git status, git commit amend, git diff, git diff cast. When are we using the git diff cast? No, if we added some files and we want to see like what we have added over there, then we will use a git diff cast. So it will show the difference in the cast. Git reset if we added some things by mistakes, we don't want to commit that. Git log we know to see the log of all commits, and the most useful commands in log is git log minus one line. That will give the all the commits uh, one line. Let's see, git log minus one line. So it shows the all the previous commits in one line. Okay. Now it's fine, right?
Imran, can you share it on Hangout?
Oh, sorry. Now it's fine.
Yes.
Okay, thanks. So we did a git log and git show commit number that will show like what is in your commits, and then we also see the git how we are creating the branch, how we are switching the branch. We git branch minus d we didn't do that. Today we will do, and git pull push we have seen. Now the starting in the points will be in a git merge and git base for today. So what merge and git rebase is doing, and what's the difference? Basically, git rebase and git merge both are mixing your two branch code into single branch. Both git rebase and git merge both will mix your two different branch code into one single branch. But the difference we can understand from one of the image I have taken from internet, and that looks very suitable for the difference. First we will understand here, and then we will do practical as we did in last session. So let's say this was the master branch, or this was the commit number. From there, two branch has deviated. So two branch has deviated, like feature one branch and feature two branch. Feature one branch did a 4 commit, 1, 2, 3, 4 commit, and feature two branch also did a 4 commit. We can give any number of commits, but for the simplicity they used 2 commits. If we will do git rebase, then Final in a commit will looks like this. All the commits of feature 2 branch, on top of that feature 1 branch commits, right? If we will do git merge, then git will create one more in a commit, and they will mix all the features 1 branch and feature 2 commits all together, and they will keep as a one commit. Okay. Now here in git rebase, here it is showing 1 dash 2 dash 3 dash 4 dash. Why it showing 1 dash 2 dash 3 dash 4 dash? Not conflict.
It's from the master.
It creates new hash.
Yeah. So what it will do, if we will do the git rebase, it will rewrite the history. So it will change the hash, and we will have a 1 dash 2 dash 3 dash and 4 dash
Hash means
commit.
commit method, like message.
Not message. Hash means get log minus this. This is the unique. This message you can give same message so many times, but this will always be a unique, and you do not have a control on this. This in Git have a control, so it will change. We will see that how it's going to be changed, because this is a very important thing in Git rebase and merge. So it will change in case of rebase. That's it. So now come and we will see the practical in an example. Let's see, these are my branches. So I'm going to check out the Android in the master branch. Sorry. My some changes are there. So what I have to do, I have to stash it. So now I will able to change the branch. So I'm on master branch. Get a status. If I will do, it's saying Android and the Mac have some changes, because when I was doing on something on the Mac. So let's do get submodule update minus recursive. Okay.
Why we do this?
Yeah. Today also we will understand this. This is the next things and after the rebase and merge. Now from here, get checkout minus b, creating the branch. And let's say we give the name of the branch calculator. Calculator, add calculator, right? And we will give one in a add calculator. And so now if we will see the branch, it is here on add calculator. Now again create one more in a branch, that's name is get branch multiplications calculator, right? So mal calculator. Okay, now we have a two branch. We just created the branch here. We did not switch on this new branch. We are on the old branch, this branch, and both branch are on the same hash. If we will see git log minus one line of this branch and git log minus one line of this branch, both branch will have the same git log minus one line. So both the branch will have a base here.
Because it is taken from the master.
It is taken from the master, and from here I took. So right now my master and both the new created branch is on the top of this. Okay, now so in this branch add calculator, we will go on Android Studio. Where is my, okay. And as you know, we will have to do some, so we are creating one new folder, new package, add cal. Okay, in this I'm going to create a new class, add calculator. That's it, right? If we will see here, as soon as we created the class, it's showing it's added. I added from the editor and all itself. So we can give the commit -n initial commit of add cal. Okay. So one commit I did in this branch. Another commit do we write a method public add, right? We have written in our method that will return a additions. So again, if we will see here, it shows this file has modified. Now we have to do add -p. Then it will ask, do you want to add this? I say yes, I want to add this. Then do the commit -m, then added up, add to number method. Right? We added one to number method. Now if we will see to git log --1 line, it will have two more commits on top of the commits from where we have started. We have started with the 88. Now it has two more commits. Okay, quit that. Now we will change the branch and we will do the similar stuff for multiplications. Get check out multiplications. Again, do new package mycal and then add new file. Okay, if I will not do add here, because since this is this what this GUI is doing, this is adding in my file. If I will do cancel here, last time I did an add, so now we see what is here. It's showing some new file has added, but it hasn't been added. So what we have to do, git add and then give the file path, it will come multi calculators. Now if we will see git status, it shows it's added. So similarly we will do here git commit -m initial commit of malcal, right? Again we will have a similar method public int multi numbers, right? So final int a final int b, and then and multiplications. If we will see git status again, and it will show have to add. So I'm doing git add minus p s git commit minus n added to number multiplication method. Right now, we will see git log minus minus one line. So we started from here. Now this have a two different commits. Okay. Now this has a two different commit. Okay. Now the thing is that we want to do rebase first. Okay. So before rebasing, I want to keep my branch backup, so that on the same branch, same data, I will do the merge, and then we will see the differences. So we have a git branch. So git branch backup. Right? We will have another branch that will have a name backup. This code, this branch code, and this branch code is same. Now we will check out this to make the backup of that. Git branch backup. Right? So now we are on which branch? Add branch. And if we will see here, in case of an add branch, we will have a add calculator only. If you see here, add calculator only, but we want the multiplications calculator here also. And remember that if we see the git log minus minus one line, okay, we will have a backup. So we will have a exact hash and also in the backup. We will check that. Now what we are doing? We are doing git rebase with branch mul calculator, right? Multiplications calculator, so that we should have a multiplications as well as the additions both code in one branch. So we are doing git rebase and this branch, okay, and did the rebase. So what it's saying, initial commit of add and two numbers in the method, we did this two commit. So these two commits will move on to the top. Should move onto the top of which branch? This branch commits. So if right now we will check that in the git log minus minus one line, we will have a how many commits? 4 commits from the 888. So if we will say git log minus minus one line, we will have a from 888 how many commits? 4 commits, right? And if we will see here, we will have this code as well. So both the codes are present in my branch. One more thing in a did get rebase. This was my original commit of this branch, add branch, right? But the hash of this has changed, right? Similarly, they try to show into the pictures. This was the original commit of feature 1 branch, and it moved on top of the feature 2 branch. When on from feature 1 branch we say git rebase feature 2. Rebase feature 2 means keep feature 2 at the bottom and keep me on top of that. So whenever they want to keep you on top of that, they are changing the your hash key, right? It's clear. Now come on to the git backup. Git to check out add backup. If we will, if we have this, yeah, we will have. See, these two are the new commit number, right after the rebase, and it should be different. Git log minus minus 1 line. See, originally it was in this, but later it become this, right? So now we are on branch backup, add backup. From the add calculators, we did the rebase. Now from the add calculator, we will do the merge. So git merge backup. Okay. Now they are making the merge commit. In that, they will keep the commits of this branch. So let's say if we want to change another message, we can change the message. Let's say whatever your message is giving, it's fine. I'm fine. Okay. Now, if we will see git log minus minus 1 line. So it has one more in a commit. It has one more commit.
It added a new commit, right?
Yeah, it added the new commits, and in that commits, these two commits are there of multiplications. But if you remember, I forget, the commit number was the same as it was in original, and it has added one more in a commit that was not present in case of rebase. So I hope in the rebase and the merge is clear now.
So which one we should use at the rebase or not? I mean,
It depends on situations.
what situation?
Yeah. So if we don't even care about the history of the commit, right, then we should have to do the rebase. If we want to see our commits in a very nicely or in a beautiful way, then let's do the rebase. Now merge, we have to keep the history of the commits. Like I want to know who committed which commits. Then we have to do the merge. If I don't care who committed in this, then we can go for the rebase. So generally in our organizations we have a master branch, and master branch should not be dirty. We want in future or sometimes in the back we have to check who committed in this. So that way we have to always merge into the master. But you did some changes, and you are going to merge. Before merge, better to make your commits on the top of the master. So you have to do the rebase. Or one more things, you have your branch, let's say B1. You have started from the master, commit M1, M0. Your colleagues also have started. They merged. Okay, when they merge, you may have to see the conflict. Now you are not able to merge into the master because you have a conflict. So first you have to resolve the conflict, and at that time you have to do the rebase. You can do the merge also, but rebase will be the cleaner way to rebase from the master and then resolve the conflict and then merge into master.
Okay, you mean like from master, I have to rebase it on top of that.
Let's
If we
say,
are on the if we don't have the latest, if we have the latest update of the master and nobody has changed, then it will be good if we do a merge.
yes,
That is, if we
then you are free and directly you can merge, right?
if somebody has merged it to resolve the conflict, we have to do
Rebase. Or for more, I mean, looks like the margin should also be looks better in master. Before merging, you do the rebase. But the rebase, I will show what is happening if we are doing the rebase, and then we are going to push on to Git. Can you mute, please? So let's say. Uh, Now it's clear, right? And we will see that when we are doing the rebase. If you will do basically, and I'm going to tell you, if you will do the rebase and you post some commit onto the GitHub, after the rebase, they will change your history, right?
then how will I come to know?
Yeah. So then they will change your history, but branch name is same. So if you will try to push over GitHub, GitHub will reject it, right? So in that case, you have to do the force push. Forcefully, you are telling GitHub, hey, my code is fine. Only the hash hasn't changed. That I know. Because whenever the hash will change, it will not allow you to force. Same things happens. Okay, let me push one commit, and we will check that. Get check out this, right? Get push origin this. I pushed this branch onto GitHub. So let's so I push this branch, right? Now I'm creating the PR. Don't push. We have to write the descriptions XYZ. Better to write. Now see, we have a 4 commits. Okay. Now I want to change the commit message. This. So what we will do? Git log minus minus one line. We have a top this right message. This commit. I want to change the message of this commit. Suppose I did something's wrong. Then what we will do? Git commit minus minus amend. If I will do amend, uh, ref add, right? I added in a revision something. Now, see what was the commit number here? This is right. Now, if we will see, it has changed this because amend is also change allowing you to change the commit message but rewriting the history. Now if you will try to push get branch get push, if you will try to push, it will not allow you to push. So it says
Rejected.
rejected, right? Now you know, my local code is perfect. I did some things that changed the local history only. So you are allowed to push by minus f or minus minus force. Okay, git push origin minus f, that will then allow to push. It pushed same. Earlier in a hash was this, and now this. There is a 2, right? But actually it's not in 2. This may be the UI bug of this. If we will refresh, then it is a 4 only. So similarly, if you will do the rebase, the same things in history is going to be changed and it will not allow you to push. So you have to do the force push. Okay. Now I think so. It's moving very fast. Now come on to the submodules part. As in you were asking, what we are doing there. So git submodules add and submodules in a repo URL if you have to add the new submodules.
One second.
Hmm?
Before moving to this,
Hmm?
will you cover the better practices to also give commit messages?
It looks like the third section and has to take. So I will. You can check that if your Git branch or Git repo have some modules or not. So cd dot dot. This is my Git repo. If I will say git dot, what is that? Sorry, its name. Git models. Git models. It's saying I'm having one sum models. It's saying what I'm having one sum models, and what is the path of the submodules? It is in my Android mock, and where it is on GitHub. So it is on GitHub in these locations. If I will go and check these locations where it is, it will show my submodule locations. Sorry. Submodule, okay. What is submodule, right? Suppose you are developing some code, and your code depends on some other stuff, some other libraries. Okay, and that libraries she is writing parallelly. Okay, you have a dependency, so you can't wait when she finished then you will start. You do your own work, and she will write her own. You have to point to the particular commit of her PR, her repository. Sorry, not PR, her repository, and that particular commit will give you flexibility, the whole code of her into your repository. So similarly, Android have one Android mock repository, and this Android mock repository also depends on platform data contract. Okay, so we have submodule inside submodule. Now this is my master branch. Sorry, this is my Android master branch. This is my Android master branch. This commit D5, B5, F6 mastered is pointing to this commit. If I will change my branch, let's say I was developing this. It's the same perhaps.
No, different.
Different one, right? So it's pointing to the different commits. If we will go into this Android mock and then see the commits, then the master is here, right? But in my case, my I developed in some code that is not in master. It is here, so mine will be point to this branch. Okay, let me say that here. This is my branch. Okay, my branch Android mock, I means submodule is pointing to 94 D 5D 94, right? And if you have to check that where is 5D 94, it is here. It is not in master. It is in my branch, and my branch is different. If we go into the master, which commits is on top, then it says master have F3, F9, 5 to F. But here if we will go onto the master and let's check where it is pointing, this is pointing D5, B5, 6C, right? This is D5, B5, 6C. So it's correct because this is nothing, it's a commit message. Actual code are till here. When we merge, in case of the merge, there is a one more merge commit as we have seen. So this is what actual codes are here. So Android repository is pointing to the mock repository of actual code, and that's correct. As I said, merge will give the cleaner in a way who commit what, right? From here we can go directly who committed from which branch. From this branch this man has committed some things into the master. If something is going to be wrong here, we can point out, or we can at least ask to that guys how and why did you commit this. If he has a valid reason, it's fine. If we don't, then he has to change, or maybe whoever the responsible. That's it. So whenever you will, so we have seen like Android have a submodules, that is Android mock. Similarly, if we will see here, CD Android mock is present here. Okay, if we will see here, we have a platform data contact. Android team do not touch usually platform data contract. Backend team is doing, right? But Android mock data depends on the platform data contract to validate that our data is correct or not. So we need a platform data contact as a submodules. If we will see here, get models, it's saying the path is in a platform data contact and the repo is platform data contact. Okay. Now, when you will check out into the Android repository, you will check out exactly these files, right? And you may not have a mock file over there because mock is pointing to that, but that hasn't come to you. In that case, you have to run git submodule update minus minus init minus minus recursive. Why init and why recursive? Init we are using if nothing has came, then pull those all. Okay. And why recursive? Because I don't know, my submodule have also a module. So go to the recursive in all the modules because all is depending to one another, and pull the all latest, right? So we will have to do this. Now, you said that time why we use that. So let's see. CD Android mock. Here, similarly, we have a branch on Android repository. We have a branch on mock repository. This is a submodule repository. Okay, and here again the master and XYZ PQR. Now, if I will check out master, so I check out the master, and if I will go cd dot android repository, get a status. It's showing modified. Why? Because it's saying the branch you have right now. So I'm on branch this. This branch is pointing to the pointing the some other commits of the master of your mock. So let's check here. We 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 pushed that right in Android calculator or add calculator, right? Add calculator is saying D5 B5. This is what I'm pointing. But if we will go onto the master of this, master is saying I'm here. This is my commit. So here on local git c user is pointing to this commit, but actually mock have this. In this particular case, both are correct because the actual data is still here. But some of the case you have to do. So how to read of this? Now what we will do, we will ask to get add minus p. Then it's asking, see your commits is some modules is pointing to this commit, and the master have the branch you are pointing in the submodules have this is on top. So we will say it's fine, add it. So we are adding, and generally we are writing the commit message like this: git commit minus n bump up Android mock, right? If I will say git status here, nothing is there to change. Now my git branch, this branch is pointing to the top of the mock branch, or that's mock is a submodule branch, right? So so this is clear, submodules. Now come on to one things, like we did here one more in additions. Let's say final int c a plus b plus c. So we added one more method, right? So here will be the change. Let us status add minus p, get commit. Now so far we were doing the one line commit message, but if you will go in let's say the on Android in a repo, on Android repo, you will see many times two-line commits. Okay, let's go to this PR. So two-line commits. On the second line, we are giving the Jira number so that in future we do not remember like why we added this. Okay, we added the three numbers in additions, but who said? So the Jira will tell who created the Jira and why he created the Jira. I mean the details we will get the source of the change. So we have to write the multiple line of the commits. So earlier what we were doing, git commit minus m for message and giving the message. Right now I said git commit, that's it. Now it's landed on the new screen where it's asking to add the commit. Add 3 number method to add something whatever. Now here I am having options to write the second line, third line, or whatever the descriptions you want to add, you can add. Git branch, git push origin. Now it will allow to push me, right? So git push origin. Now see the PR. This PR, right? We added this. This is giving the more context to the reviewer as well as for the future what we did, because sometimes it happens we do not able to express in one line. So write like a titles and give the descriptions. But in Android we follow apart from that to add the Jira number so that we can figure out. And then one more thing. So I want to show you people what if we have to change the middle numbers commit message. Git commit git log minus minus one line. So suppose I want to change this message again. Earlier when it was on the top, we did git commit minus amend and we changed it. But now it is in between. If we will do the git commit minus amend, it will ask for the first commit. But we want to change this, right? In that case, we will use git rebase with this minus I. Minus I stand for interactive, because this branch is on top of this branch. So it has given me all the commits. Now here they have given the options what you want. So in that, here I want to reword my commit. So what I will do, I will change this peak to reword. Now it's asking, what do you want? So I will write, I forget to add description. Okay. Now what will happen? Git log minus minus one line. It will change it's revised this. It's updated the commit message.
But you added I forgot to
Yeah, so I set into one line, right? Git log. So git log will give you the complete log uh, here, right? And one line will give you the only first line. But it changes the history as well on the top of all the commits. So if I will do the push, it will ask to do the this. It will reject and it will ask me to do the first push origin minus minus force. Okay.
And what will you squash will do? You
Yeah.
can
Now we are coming on that. Now, so in this scenario, we have a suppose how many here get log minus minus one line. Now in this branch we have this much of commit, okay, and I want to make a one commit of these two, right? So two commits, if we have to make a one commit, then we have to do the squash. And how we are doing? So similar way, git rebase minus I. Now you have this, right? If you have to squash that, then you put the F here. If you will put F here,
yes, sorry.
F
Yes. F is for fixer. It is for squash.
like a squash, but discard in this commits in a log message. Okay, so if we will put the F, it will go into this commit, right? And discard in this message. It will discard this message because when we are in a merging or you can say the squashing in two commits, obviously in a one we don't want in that message. Now this message may also not be relevant for me after this. Then what do one more things, reword this message. So if we will do now, it will mix this to this and reword this, right? So do wq. Now it's came to that. Here uh, we will write the new message and bump up Android now, right? Now if we will see git log minus minus one line, no more we should have a bump up commit. We should not have a bump up commit. It's not there. Wherein it has gone? It has gone here. Okay. If we will see get show this, it's showing this is there and this change is also there. Okay. So a squash is there and that is there. Okay, one more things I would like to tell. Suppose we did these three commits, but we want this commit should be here after the first commit. If this commits will be there, that will be nicer. So how to do that? We have to copy this commit, delete from here, okay, and paste it here, and that will change the order. Get log minus minus one line. So now initials commit, added two number to multiplication, what we did, I don't know. If we will push get branch, get push origin. Oh, okay. Now, what happens here? When we did, we changed another commits, right? There was some conflicts, so that we should have to resolve first. We can resolve from, see, the conflict rate showings. So if we have to do this, add 3 number, okay. Then if we will say get a status, it's showing this file has changed because we resolved the conflict. We will say get add this file. Then we were on the rebase, right? Get rebase minus minus continue. Now it's saying to change the message. We don't want to change the message. Still the problem is there. So now we have two options: either to resolve, fix the resolve, and do the rebase continue till it is going to be rebase. If you don't want, you want to come back from there, then simply do git rebase minus minus abort. I aborted because we are running out of the time. So I think most of the main part I covered. Okay, I let me cover in very brief how to delete the branch, git branch. So get check out this backup. See first get log minus minus one line. This branch has the hash here fa5b, right? This backup branch. Now we want to delete the backup branch. Git branch minus d, branch has deleted. But what if we accidentally deleted? It's everything is gone. What if we accidentally deleted? So we have still one options, that is called give ref log. This will, what it will give you, git ref log. It's giving all the history what you were doing when you try to rebase, when you were writing the commits, everything. So whatever what all the things we did, it's present over there. And remember, when we deleted this, this was in our commit, right? This was our commit, and when we deleted also, so all the informations whatever we were doing, it is present in git ref log. Now we want back our branch, then we will say git check out this, and branch name if you want to do add backup, whatever the branch name. If you want to know the earlier branch name, you can give the earlier branch name also. Error path is did not match any file known to git. That connect number, git check out minus 2. Yes, that is fine. Git check out, and where is that? This one, right? In the calculator. git branch, yep, git checkout minus d add underscore backup, git branch. So add underscore backup will check out in the form there. So if we do anything by mistakes, then left login is our friends that will help us. I think pretty enough. I covered in almost in all things. Maybe in sometimes in the futures, we will cover in about how to write your descriptions and how to do the comments, because in that part I left. Any questions? No questions? Okay then. Thanks.